Welcome back to my channel again. Today I'm going to show you how to make another porridge recipe. It's called kununged in Nigeria, which literally translates to groundnut porridge. It's made out of groundnuts. The main ingredients are groundnuts, or you can call it peanut, and then some rice. If you want to know how I made this delicious recipe, please make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video. This is Lami Cooks and welcome to my channel. For this recipe, you only need a few ingredients. So let's quickly run through. I think I have only 5 ingredients here. So the first one is your groundnuts or peanuts, whichever way you want to call it. I've removed the skin from it. You can leave the skin on if you wish. I also have here some rice flour or rice powder. If you don't have rice flour, you can use your regular rice, blend it and then use it. But I have rice flour, so I'll use it. It makes it easier for me. And for some texture, this ingredient is optional. It's rice again. For some texture, because I usually like some texture in my porridge. If you follow my page, you know when I do stuff, I want texture in it. So I'm going to use some regular jasmine rice here. This is ½ cup. Then I have here my tamarind paste. So I'm going to soak this in water and then use the liquid that comes out of it. I'll soak it and then I'll strain it. If you don't have tamarind, you can use lime or lemon juice. That works also fine. And then for those of you who like something sweet, if you want to sweeten it, you need some sugar, or you can use honey if you wish. Now let's go ahead and start the cooking. So to my hot pot, I'm going to toast my groundnuts. Now this step is optional. You don't have to toast it. I prefer mine a bit toasted. So you can skip this step if you don't want it toasted. You can see it has begun to release its oil and it's a little bit toasted. So at this stage, I'm going to take it off fire and let it cool down. This is how I want it, not too much as I told you before. So a little bit toasted for that extra flavor. So I'm going to take it off fire and let it cool down before we soak and then blend later on. So whilst my groundnut is cooling down, I'll go ahead and boil my ½ cup of rice. I'll add it to some water. I'm just going to make like a rice porridge, or you call it rice water. I would cover and let this boil. Our rice has been cooking for some time now. Let's go ahead and check. Okay, it looks cooked. There you go. It's all cooked now. I'll go ahead and set it aside and then we'll continue with the rest of the porridge. So the groundnut has cooled down, so I'm gonna rinse it just once. Remember, my groundnut is already cooled, but because I fried it, I'll just rinse it just once and then I'll soak it. I'm using this just to make sure I rinse it properly or wash it. You can do this over the sink if you wish. Because I toasted it, it has released the oil and it smells really good. So I'll go ahead and just pour the water out. Now my groundnut is rinsed. I'll go ahead and add some water to soak it up. So I'll let this sit for about 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour. Then we'll go ahead and blend it. My groundnut has been soaking for the past 1 hour. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it with the water. Remember, this water is a clean one after we washed it. So I'll go ahead and strain my blended groundnut. I'm using a cheesecloth here. I'm going to use my tongue to help me to squeeze out all the juices. So I'll now go ahead and add my rice flour to the mixture. And then I'll stir until it's properly mixed. Guys, when you're making this, make sure you toast your groundnuts. I know I told you it's optional, but make sure you toast it because it takes this recipe to a whole new level. Okay, it's properly mixed, so now we'll go on fire and start cooking it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and transfer my mixture into my pot. I'll stir this until it thickens up. You can see the consistency has begun to change. It's getting thicker now. If you like what I do, please make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this recipe for your family and friends to also have the chance to make it. And also make sure you subscribe if you're just watching my videos and you're not subscribed to my channel yet. It's just beginning to thicken up. I'll now add my rice. Remember, it's already cooked. So this is optional. I prefer my porridge a little bit on the textured side. That's why I'm adding cooked rice. I'll top up with about 1 cup of water just to loosen it up a little bit and let it boil until it is ready. It has started boiling already because when it boils more, it will thicken more. So I'll just add 1 cup of water. I will list the exact measurements of the ingredients in the description box, so make sure you check it out. It's gone a little bit light, so I'll just let it boil until it's cooked through properly. Alright, let's check our porridge. Wow, it's ready now. I'll switch it off. And then, if you're wondering when is the tamarind juice coming in, this is the right time. So at this stage, you can see the fire is off, and I'll go ahead and add the tamarind juice. I've already soaked and strained it. Make sure, if you're using tamarind, make sure you check how sour it is before you add it to your food. This tamarind, I've soaked it already twice, so it wasn't too sour. That's why you've seen that I've added like 1 cup. So if your tamarind is very sour, make sure you add just a little bit. Otherwise, your porridge will be too sour. So the tamarind has also loosened up the porridge a little bit. There you go. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at that color. Yummy, delicious goodness. So at this stage, what is left to do is just to serve and drink it. Our porridge is ready and served. You can pair it with kose, alele, both fruits, or even some bread. Or you can also have it on its own, as I usually do because it's a heavy porridge. You can serve this also as a dessert. Just make sure you serve it cold with your honey or sugar to sweeten it up. And you can also add some milk to it to make it a delicious dessert. I hope you've enjoyed this video and this recipe that I shared today. If you've not liked the video yet, please make sure you do so now. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And please make sure you put on your notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Until I come your way again with another yummy-licious recipe, stay tuned, be blessed, bye.